On Santa Barbara,
I'm scared.
when a woman's husband has deadly intentions, will she turn to the man she truly loves?
I'm gonna need your help.
This week.
Well, how's she gonna react when she finds out she lost the baby? She didn't even know she was pregnant.
Kirk, you're gonna have to help her adjust. You can't go to pieces now.
Well, I won't.
Such a tragic accident. I wish I could do something to help.
Mary should be coming home to convalesce. You can help her then.
Yes, I will.
CC, if you don't need us any longer, I think we'll go back to the house. You can reach us there if you like.
Please, go ahead.
Mary, listen, I just remembered something. I think I'm going to stay here. You want to go on?
You're staying here?
Yeah, there's some research I want to do in the medical library.
Does it have to do with Eden's case?
No, it has to do with another case that I've been asked to consult on.
Oh, how did your doctor's appointment go?
It went fine. Why? Do you think it's going to go otherwise?
No.
Look, I'll see you later, all right?
There's Brian.
You know, if you're staying, can I get you something exotic from the vending machine?
Thanks, Mason. No, I'm not staying.
You know, Mark doesn't make a very good drinking buddy at 5 in the morning.
Look, I really hope that Eden gets well fast. I'm going to keep calling and checking up on her.
Sure.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Nobody can come up with any answers yet.
It's driving me crazy.
I'll tell you something. If I find out that Eden was harmed on purpose, I'll hunt him down, no matter how long it takes. When she wakes up, Kirk, when she wakes up, we'll find out everything. I can promise you that.
I knew it. I knew you'd be here.
What happened? Hey, it's all right. You're gonna be fine. Everything's okay now.
Why weren't you there?
Why wasn't I where? I was out of town. I came back as soon as I heard what happened.
You weren't away. You were supposed to meet me.
No, I was away, darling.
Then who sent for me? Your name.
My name? I don't know what you mean. There was blood on your collar. It wasn't yours. Do you know whose it was?
I remember.
Look, if that's all right, you know, maybe it's better if you just rest right now. We can talk about this later. Important thing is you know that you're okay now. You're safe. Nothing to worry about. I'm here with you.
Somebody else.
Who?
She said somebody else.
She said somebody else. I'm not following you, Leon. Who? She said. What did she mean?
Did you find her? Gina?
Gina?
Yes. I'm kind of tired.
You're probably still groggy from the medication.
Eden, thank God you're all right. Sweetheart. I was so frightened. But you're awake now and you're better, huh? Are you feeling all right, darling?
I just gotta fade in and out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take such good care of you. My God, when I think how close I came to losing you.
I just feel kind of drowsy.
Yeah, all right. Why wasn't I called the moment that she woke up?
You weren't around.
Yeah, did she say anything?
About what?
About anything. About what happened to her.
She mumbled a few words, nothing coherent.
She said something about Gina.
Yeah, I know she did. I'm not sure what she meant.
You know, I told you that I wanted to be here when she woke up.
I know.
But you made certain that I wasn't, didn't you?
Look, Kirk, I don't recall asking you to leave the waiting area.
My poor baby.
I'm fine.
Hi. Hey, darling. Oh, heavens.
Just to see you. Everybody's waiting for you outside. Come on in.
Hi. You scared me to death. I'm scared. You're also not. Mason.
The same. We hear you're going to be all right.
Yeah, I just feel kind of weak.
Well, you do look a little pale.
Well, I think she looks pretty well considering what she's been through.
Kirk's bedside manner strikes again.
Honey, can you tell us exactly what happened? There's so much we don't understand.
It's all kind of fuzzy right now, Daddy.
I think we should wait until the effects of the sedation have worn off if we try to ask her too much.
Cruz, I'm not trying to interrogate. I'm trying to find out what's going on, that's all.
What is this, a convention?
Just a gathering of the clan, Doctor.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you gathered somewhere else. I want Mrs. Cranston left undisturbed so she can rest. You can see her later this afternoon. Get better. Come on. Everyone, Mr. Cranston.
Doctor, I think it's important that I stay.
I'm sorry.
I think it's going to come as a terrific shock to my wife to find out that she lost the baby. Especially since she didn't even know that she was pregnant. I really would prefer it if I was the one that told her.
Well, she's sleeping.
Well, can I at least then just sit here for a little while with you?
All right. And you can talk to her only if she wakes up. Please don't wake her up for the purpose of talking to her.
Of course.
I'll be back in a little while.
Eve, darling. Darling, wake up.
Yes, Gina Capwell's room, please.
Is there anything we can do?
No, I don't think so. Why don't you go home?
Well, Daddy, will you call us as soon as I can spend some time with her, please?
Of course I will, sweetheart. Where are you going to be, at the house, the apartment?
We'll be back at the house.
I'm glad she's going to be all right.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate everything.
Can you stay?
Yeah, for a while.
Don't forget to call, okay?
Well, don't worry.
We'll see you later then.
Mr. Capwell,
Yes, Doctor.
I want to let Eden rest for a couple more hours. I want to have her examined again before she sees anyone else. So if you'd like to do something else in the meanwhile.
I'm not doing anything. I'm staying right here until she's ready. When she wakes up.
Very well. But I just want to let you know.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you have any idea where I might be able to locate Gina? She's not at her hotel. I tried.
I haven't the faintest idea. Why?
Just want to ask her a couple of questions. Mason?
Sorry, Cruz, no idea.
Thanks.
Cruz,
Yeah?
I haven't had a chance to congratulate you on your marriage.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to add my congratulations. And they're genuine. I think you and Santana will be good for each other.
Thank you, too, Mason.
I'm just wondering why you're here instead of on your honeymoon.
Well, Santana and I decided to try to keep our marriage quiet for the time being for Brandon's sake. Try to break him in gradually to the idea that he's going to have a brand new family again. He's been through a lot of changes lately. We thought it might be nice to make this latest disruption as easy on him as possible.
I think that's a good idea. Apparently, you're going to be a good father for Brandon. Would you excuse me? Something to do?
Mason, my son is the architect of his own unhappiness. I wish he'd realized that.
And Mr. C, I gotta tell you, it wasn't because of you that I decided to marry Santana.
I think I have an idea why you decided. The realization that Eden is pregnant with Kirk's baby must have killed you, Cruz. But now the baby's gone. then you do have a wife.
Eden, sweetheart, wake up. Darling, we've got to talk. Eden, yes.
Kirk?
Yeah, it's me. Oh, sweetheart.
Am I all right?
Well, you will be. I don't want you to worry about anything. I'm here with you, and you're safe.
Was everybody here before, or did I just dream that?
No. Cece and Mason and Kelly, they were all here, but the doctor just thought you might do better with a little rest and some quiet time, so he sent them away. Sweetheart, can you tell me what happened?
I was trying to get to the hospital and I lost control of the car.
You said Gina earlier. Why?
Kirk, I don't really feel the same. I feel like something happened. Am I all right?
Darling, I don't know how I'm going to tell you this. While you were in Hawaii, Cece found out from your doctor that you were pregnant. I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you this, but you lost the baby in the accident. I'm sorry, darling.
I just want to be alone. Could you go away?
No, wait, Eden, now don't shut me out right now. We'll have other children. What happened was terrible. We can make it up. We're still able to have as large a family as you want to. Darling.
Kelly, look. Mary bought one of my books.
Not only that, it was the last copy they had at the bookstore.
That is good news. I mean, I better call the bookstores. I mean, if the other ones are doing as well as that store,
Yeah,
I mean,
you should.
I'll be able to buy my photo equipment again. Oh,
A little while ago, all of Nick's equipment was stolen.
that's why this book has got to sell.
Listen, Nick, I understand, but I didn't buy this book just because it's yours. I mean, I looked through it, and it's beautiful.
Thank you. That's very nice of you to say so. Now, if you ladies will excuse me, I have a few phone calls to make.
Sure.
Boy, I wish him all the luck in the world. I think he's going to get it.
I think so, too.
Kelly, do you mind if I use the phone in the study? I want to call the hospital and make sure that Mark has left.
Oh, I thought he came home with you.
No, he didn't, and he's got the keys to the guest house. I can't get in.
Okay, go ahead.
Although the sexual drive itself may remain unimpaired, stress, fatigue, anxiety, or other psychological stress can have an adverse effect. This doesn't apply. Diabetes, diuretics, tranquilizers, certain analgesics. Now that's a little closer to home. It's possible. Want to take chances?
Oh, are you two leaving?
Yeah, how's Eden?
She was sleeping when I left the hospital. Is Brandon home yet from school?
Yeah, he's upstairs with Kelly.
Oh, good. Listen, if you two happen to run into Gina, would you call me and let me know? I'll be here with Brandon until Rosa gets back, and then I'll go back to the hospital.
I don't imagine we'd be anywhere Gina would be.
Why would you want to see her?
Just some personal things.
Well, we'll keep our eyes up. We'll let you know if we do.
Thanks. Oh, they forgot their packages. Kelly? Nick? Is this the kind of thing Kelly's publisher is putting out these days? Whoa, ho.
Mason, what are you doing with my books?
Your books? Oh, well, I beg your pardon. I had no idea. I thought they were Nick and Kelly's and that they had forgotten them.
No, they're not. They're mine. Look, did you happen to see Mark at the hospital?
No, I didn't.
You don't have to look at me like that.
You don't have to be embarrassed.
How can I help it?
Doctor?
Yes, Eden. How are you feeling now?
Kirk told me I lost the baby.
I'm sorry. I didn't tell you before because your husband asked me to let him be the one to break it to you. He's very upset and concerned, and he hasn't slept at all since the ambulance brought you in.
Kirk was with me?
Well, he arrived on the scene after the accident. I understand he was driving by and he saw your car. Eden, can you tell me what happened to induce the miscarriage?
Well, I fell, and I started feeling some pains, and I got in my car, and I felt like I should go to the hospital, you know? Mm-hmm. And then I had some more pains, and I guess I just tried to get here too fast.
Now, there was some blood on your collar, not your own blood. Do you remember how it got there?
No, I don't. Has he been here all this time?
He's hardly left your side. He's been asking questions about you.
What kind of questions?
The standard ones. You know, how you're going to be, when you're going to wake up. You know, whether you'd said anything.
Did I?
Nothing distinguishable. Do you want me to wake him up?
No. If he's tired, he should sleep.
Eden?
Yes, Kirk?
Dylan, I talked to the croupier and I told him that his receipts weren't showing any larger house take than any other table. I watched the roulette action with him and he admitted that it may have been his imagination. Okay?
Well, what are you two doing here?
Kirk asked me to come in this place so he could stay with Eden.
Of course.
So I'm to check the receipts if they're ready.
They sure are. Come in the office. You both look wonderful.
Thank you. It's nice to get dressed up once in a while.
Great.
I won't be long.
All right.
How's Eden?
He's going to be all right.
That's good. Well, you two didn't get all dressed up just to come out here for a business meeting now, did you?
No, hardly. We're making a night of it, that's all.
Oh. Well, I'm honored that you chose to come out here to do it.
You're also mistaken. We're only going to be here briefly, then we're going back to shore.
Well, I'm flattered that you even came out here at all.
Strictly business. But as long as we're here, why don't you get someone to chill us a bottle of champagne, Dylan? Of course, you don't mind taking my money, do you?
Why, of course not, Nicky. This is where it came from, isn't it? Yes, I was in your bookstore the other day, and I saw you had a whole stack of a new book of photographs by a gentleman named Nick Hartley. The book was called Brothers and Sisters. Do you still have any of those? What, you only have 2 left? You're kidding me.
I feel as devastated about the baby as you do. And I'm still angry with Cece. The fact that he knew and didn't tell you.
I guess he wanted to surprise me when I came back from Hawaii.
Well, it wasn't fair. But I was serious about what I said before. As soon as you're able, I want us to start again and try and have a family together. Well, look, you don't have to worry about that right now, sweetheart. I'm just so scared for you. I'm just so thankful that you're all right now.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. You know, the doctor said that you've been here with me the whole time.
Yeah, you bet I have.
That you even rode in the ambulance with me.
Yeah, that's right.
How'd you happen to be there when the accident happened?
Oh, well, I had just been driving in the other direction and I saw the wreck. I mean, God. Can you imagine the way that I felt? I pulled up and police and paramedics were already there. 2 truck drivers had pulled over. I think my heart just about stopped when I realized that your car was involved in that accident. Darling, what happened anyway? Did you really just lose control of the car or what?
Well, you know, there's something I haven't told you.
What is that? What happened? You can trust me. What?
When I came back from Hawaii, remember those messages?
Yes.
Well, one of them was a typed note signed from Cruz asking me to meet him at the boathouse.
Cruz?
Yes.
But you didn't mention it, did you?
Well, no, only because it seemed kind of strange.
Well, why would you want to see it? What about what? Why at the boathouse?
I don't know. That's why I thought it was kind of strange, because I thought he'd left town.
You said that he didn't show up. So that means that you did go to the boathouse.
Yes. And when I got there, there wasn't anybody's car there, and that's what made me a little suspicious.
What did you do?
Well, I went inside to wait for him. And when I walked in and I turned around, Gina was standing there with a gun.
A gun?
He's making you do this. Don't you understand now? He's gonna kill us both without a break for cover.
It was terrible. You know, she was threatening to kill me. And I reached for the gun, and we fought about, and it went off, and she fell in the water. And I tried to go for her, but it was really terrible, Kurt.
Your poor baby, of course it was. I just can't believe it, that she's just coming out of nowhere carrying a gun. Did she say anything?
Well, I don't remember. Everything happened so fast.
Not a word, though? Nothing?
Nothing.
Crazy woman. I just hope that she drowned. Man, honestly, I think that we'd all be better off if she were out of our lives for good. She didn't hurt you, did she?
No. But fighting with her did, and when I went to my car and I got in it, I guess that's when I passed out at the wheel.
Damn. I knew that Gina hated you. I've heard her make threats, so many of them. Well, I guess that we all have. I just never dreamed that she'd actually try to kill you. Well, obviously. She typed that note herself to lure you down to that boathouse. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. I just can't believe this terrible ordeal that you've been put through. I just wish I had been there to protect you.
There's something else.
What, Eden? What else, Eden?
Well, when Gina fell in the water, I sort of got this feeling that someone was there. Like someone was hiding.
Really? Do you know who it was?
No, I didn't see anybody. It was just a feeling.
See, well, must have been something that made you feel that way. Are you sure Gina didn't say anything that would have made you think that somebody was there?
No, Gina didn't say anything.
Well, did you hear something?
No. I mean, I don't know. It was probably just my imagination. I was pretty upset.
There is nothing wrong with me. There is nothing physically wrong with me.
Yeah, just a minute.
You're here. How long have you been here?
Just a minute or two.
Oh, I am so glad, Mark. You had the keys. I couldn't get in.
Mary, listen, I can't stay. I gotta run a quick errand. I don't know how long I'll be. Do you mind?
No.
Okay, look, I'll see you later, all right?
Oh, Mark, what about dinner? When will you be home?
You're telling me that you sold 15 copies today? Well, that's too bad. No, that's not what I meant. It's fine for the author. I mean that it's too bad for me. You see, I'm really a big fan of Nick Hartley's, and I was looking forward to seeing his new book. Yeah, well, you wouldn't know where I might be able to get my hands on a copy of it, would you? I see. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, thanks very much.
Wow, you're really on top of things, Kelly.
Well, I'd say you are, Brick. You're doing nice work. Hey, listen, Nick and I are going to have a drink here before we go to dinner. Will you join us, please?
Well, I really would like to, but I have to spend some time with Amy and Johnny. Okay. Oh, I do want to ask you something.
What's that?
It's about Pearl. Dylan let him go.
Dylan fired him?
Uh-huh. He claims that the powers that be didn't think that Pearl had the right image for the casino. I think it's something else, and I was just wondering if you could talk to him about it.
Yeah, I will. First chance I get.
Thanks.
Mr. Snyder, my name is Dylan Hartley. I own the casino that's out in the channel. Yes, that's right. Mr. Snyder, I have a business proposition for you. No, I'm still here. Sorry.
You know, my people haven't been able to locate Gina, but I'm not going to issue an APB till I know I even wants to see her.
Well, shouldn't be long now.
I don't think the doctor is certain as to just exactly when.
Matter of fact, she's already awake.
Good. Good.
Let's give him some more time, huh? I need this moment together.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Listen to me. I think this is very dangerous.
What?
I don't think that you should say anything to anybody about what happened in that boathouse.
Why?
Well, darling, what if Gina's body is found? And how can you prove that you were only defending yourself? You know, you just may find that you're charged with murder.
Eden, you can't tell Cruz or anyone else. If your father dies, you could be charged with murder.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll protect you, just like before.
Let me protect you. I'll say you were here with me the whole night, so you couldn't have been the one who cut off your father's life support system.
Well, what do you say?
I really don't want to make any decisions right now. Do you think you could leave me alone for a
All right,
while?
sweetheart, but we've got to give this a little thought,
Laura, okay? Will you get some sleep now? I'm just so upset whenever I think about us losing that child to that accident.
Well, I talked to the doctor. It wasn't the car accident that made me lose the baby. Well, I had cramps when I was at the boathouse. It was what happened there that made me lose the child. I wanted that child.
I know, sweetheart. We're gonna have another child. I'm gonna make up to you for this horrible tragedy that's happened, darling. You'll see. We'll have as many children as you want. 12.
I know we have all kinds of time. Do you think you could just go now?
Sure. Are you sure there isn't anything else that you need before I go?
No, really. Thank you.
Will you try and get some rest then? Get well for both of us.
How can I trust him?
He's making you do this. Don't you understand now? He's gonna kill us both. We gotta run for cover.
Gina didn't say his name. She didn't say anybody's name. How could it be Kirk?
I'm looking for Dylan Hartley. You know where I can find him?
You just found him. That's me.
Oh, good. I'm Mr. Snyder. We talked on the phone a little while ago?
Yes, that's right. How are you? Thanks for coming out.
Always glad to do a little business. You said you had some things you might want to store in my warehouse.
Yes, that's right, I do. I understand that you have a wonderful facility and that your rates are very competitive.
Well, you won't find better in the city. Say, are you by any chance related to Nick Hartley, the photographer?
I am, yeah. He's my brother. Do you know Nick?
No, but I've seen his books.
You mean his book? See, he's only put out one. Unless, of course, you mean that you've seen more than one copy of it. You have, haven't you?
Well, I guess maybe I have.
Oh, I know that you have. See, I called a bookstore today, and they said that you had 15 copies of it delivered to your moving and storage company. Then I called up a couple of other places, and all told, I'd say that you've got about close to 300. You must really be a fan of his.
I don't know what this is all about, Mr. Hartley. I thought you wanted to talk to me about a job.
And indeed I do, Mr. Snyder. Why don't we take a look around the casino? Maybe you can try your luck, huh? Come on, I don't see why we can't mix a little business with pleasure.
To all of those wonderful people who like their books filled with pictures.
Let's go easy on the toast, though. I'll be in no condition for dinner.
You know, now that the money's rolling in again, I think that we should start talking about the subject of marriage. What do you say?
Mary?
Marriage?
What?
Come on.
No, I was thinking of that.
You know what they say about great minds?
Right.
But you can understand my concern about my wanting to be able to support us, can't you?
I know, honey, but I've got a job of my own, and there was never a need for you to support me.
Well, that's true with or without a job. I just like to feel that I'm able to, and I know it won't have the same amount of concern it did before. I mean, money is always important when you don't have any.
I know that.
You know, it's interesting. Dylan hasn't bothered us at all tonight.
Oh, that should please you.
You know what pleases me? Is that he's so subdued. He was convinced that I was going to fall flat in my face. And I'm so damn glad I didn't.
Did she at least say what happened to her?
A little bit. I didn't understand all, but she's still pretty groggy right now. Cece, I didn't want to press her for details. I think there's plenty of time to get into that with her later.
What about Gina? Did you say anything more about her?
We talked mostly about the baby. That was bad enough.
How did she take the news?
How do you think she took it?
Sorry, Kurt.
Capwell?
Brick?
Hey, Brick. Hey, Chris. I came to see how Eden's doing.
He's doing just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. I'd like to...
I appreciate your condolences. Thank you for stopping by, but I really don't think this is the place for you to be right now.
I'd like to remind you that Eden is my half-sister. So don't even try to ignore that. And I'm not about to disappear because you want me to. Will you at least tell her that I was here and that I'll come back another time?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
You know, Kirk, I can't tell what you're feeling, but I know how I feel under the circumstances, how I'd react. And I want to give you my personal assurance that I will find out what happened to Eden. And if anyone is responsible for her losing the baby, I will track that person down and nail him, no matter what or how long it takes. Thank you.
Well, don't worry. I'll protect you, just like I always have.
Are you all right, Mrs. Cranston?
Yes, I was just thinking about the accident.
I'm sorry. It must have been terrible for you.
Could you possibly ask for Inspector Castillo to come in? I'd like to talk to him.
I believe he may have left already.
No, I don't think he would have without talking to me first. It's kind of important. Would you mind telling him I'd like to see him?
I'll do my best.
Mary?
You're home.
What, were you in bed?
No, I was taking a shower.
It's a little dark in here, isn't it?
I thought you might like a nice, quiet evening at home, quiet dinner.
Yeah, well, actually, that consultation job kind of wore me out. I thought I'd just lie down and take a nap.
Whatever you feel like. I'm sorry you had a bad day.
I didn't say bad. It was just tiring.
Well, tiring then. Oh, wait a minute, wait.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
What is this? I've never seen you wear this before.
That's because I just bought it today.
Wait a minute, what is this?
That's something else I bought today. See, I think you're right. There are a lot of things I don't know about, and I figure it's time to start learning about it.
Mary, don't you think we're a little better than this? I mean, we have to resort to sexual guides? What's next? Audio visual? Step 1, step 2?
Mark, I only did it to learn more about this. I mean, I just wanted to get better at this.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you now, I don't like things like this. There's something pathetic about it. I mean, to me, that's like taking a cold shower.
Come on, let's get out of here.
All right, but honey, can we eat dinner close to the hospital so I can keep checking on Eden, please?
You can go anywhere you want.
If this keeps up, maybe I can retire by the end of the evening.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to interrupt your winning streak. Our dinner is almost ready. Mr. Snyder, you know, I can't help but being curious as to who this is you're buying my brother's books for. I mean, who is this mysterious patron of his?
Well, now, how do you know they're not all for me?
Come on, look, who wants 300 copies of the same book?
Well, you're right, of course. I do have a customer. But I'm not at... liberty to give out the names.
Don't worry, Barney. I wouldn't ask you to break a promise.
Thanks.
It's Kelly Capwell, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hartley. I can't even confirm the name.
You don't have to. It suddenly just came to me. But I should have known all along. I certainly should have.
Bruce.
Kirk just stepped down the hall. I thought I'd check on you.
I sent a nurse to find you.
You did?
Well, I knew you'd still be here.
I'm sorry about what happened. I'm very sorry.
The baby would have been the only good thing to come of my marriage. And I really would have liked to have had it. Now I don't even want to think about it. Or Kirk.
I know you wanted the baby.
Well, I did. But I didn't. I mean, I've been taking the birth control pills. Kirk wanted to have children. I wanted to wait. And now before I even get a chance to think about it, it's all over.
Do you remember what happened to you last night?
Well, there's some things that I'm really sure about, and then there's others I'm kind of confused about.
Do you want to tell me?
I'll try. As much as I hate to say it, I don't think you want to sit there because Kirk might come back.
Yeah, he's been here day and night since they brought you in.
I really want to talk about him. Chris, I need you now, more than I've ever needed you. And if I'm going to get through this, I'm going to need your help.
You know you got it.
I'm glad. Because I'm scared. And I need you to help me be strong. You've always helped me to do that before. And I need it now more than ever.